Today I am showing off my village to everyone that plays Lego Fortnite. This game has been a blast, brought me back to my early Minecraft days, and I just gotta say I'm having so much fun. If you want to see me build this world live, join my YouTube streams, because I do stream almost every day. And without further ado, let's hop right into it. So this right here, this little shack, is where my world basically started. This is where I have some of my villager beds. I have Beef Boss's bed, Raptor's bed, Roan's bed, and then my friend's bed. We also have a little lumber mill here, which is alright, helped us in the beginning, but basically this was how we started this world. Super simple shack. It was a blueprint, super easy to make. Then if we come over here to the left hand side, this was our first little jank setup. Basically we have a grill, we have a tier 2 crafting table, and then we have something for slabs. This should realistically be covered, but that's why we go over here now. This is my section for my machines. I basically doubled up on everything because I don't like waiting, so I essentially doubled up on everything. And right here we have some spinning wheels. We have 2 of them to be exact. We have 2 of the lumber mills. We have 2 crafting benches. One, I don't know why I made 2 crafting benches, just for villagers I guess, but one is just level 1 and the other is level 3 I believe. Yeah, I have to upgrade it to epic, which I'm probably gonna do today. And then we have a campfire for some light. I should add some lamps and lanterns, but I haven't got there yet, but it's okay. We also have a gem cutter here to help make our cut amber and our cut ruby, which is very, very important. We go over and we have the loom right next to it, which I have to use to make gliders. Haven't even made a glider yet. I've been slacking hard on that aspect of the game, but we'll get that done eventually. Now if we move over to the left, this is probably the coolest thing I think that's in this game right now. It's an essence table. It's literally an enchantment table. I can just enchant this sword with whatever I want. You obviously need pretty good stuff to really get it enchanted, but for damage you need a good amount of stuff. But for durability, it's rough amber and granite slab, which is actually pretty good. So I've been putting this on weapons and it helps a lot, especially since the bug of putting your stuff in a chest and breaking it is officially out of the game. I'm going to use essence durability a hell of a lot more now. We also have the metal smelter right here, obviously for melting all of our bars, which is really, really important. And this was our little setup for like all the machinery that we have in this world. Basically, we just said, you know what, we need a roof over everything, so let's just put it over a little tarp thing and we'll just go with it. Also, if we come back this way, we go back here. This was also one of our first bed setups, which is pretty all right. We have another shed here. This is basically one of our storage sheds. We're about to make a second layer of chests here with the little bookshelves there. So we just have a ton of stuff randomly. I mean, it was organized, but without signs in this game, I hate organizing so much that it just hurts my soul. So I mean, I'll get it organized eventually when we make a bigger storage room with actual capacity, but for now this is what we're getting, and honestly I don't mind it. It's not too bad. It's a nice little shed with some storage. It's all you really need. As you can see, again, we just have a ton of different materials. My goal is to essentially get a chest full of every material in the game, because that's how I like to do it. I like to have a lot of everything. Now if we go over to the right here, this is my friend Paul's house. He did use a blueprint, but it looks pretty good. He has a lot of good decorations, but it's a little log cabin. We have a light top left. We have a table with some flowers, another light right there. And if we go inside, we have a nice little kitchen area. He decorated it pretty well. Used all of my copper, by the way. Every single piece of copper I owned is absolutely gone, because if you don't know, these utensils, they cost me an arm and a leg. It was crazy. But essentially this is the kitchen. It's pretty nice. The candle really looks good. We have a little bench here with a stool, but the kitchen overall, it's a pretty nice aspect. And then right here we have his room. Essentially he said this is his room. This is his bed. Obviously we have the bookshelf there, a nice seating area. We have another bookshelf, a nice table to sit on, and this is his section of the room. And then he made a little room for me, which is very nice of him, right? We have a bed right here. I don't like that the toilet is right next to the bed, because in any household that I've been in, I have never really seen this happening. I would rather, you know, a separate room for a bathroom, but you know, let him do him, you know, I'll just let him do him. It's fine. We have a nice little sink. We have a chest here for storage, which I should be using, but again, I made a house for myself, so you'll see that real soon. But overall, I think his house is decorated very, very nicely. He's been working on it for quite some time. So, and now we'll go over to my house. I built this freehand. This is not a blueprint. I built it all myself, so it's a little janky, but it's pretty cool. Right here we have our staircase right here that we go up, which is pretty awesome. We have some lights right and left. I don't like where those lights are, but we'll get them switched eventually. As you can see right here, we have a little pattern on the floor, which I think is pretty cool. What are you doing in my house, Missy? Okay, if we go inside, it's not fully decorated, so it's still a work in progress, because I don't have enough materials to make stuff. Like I used so many, I need so many ores from the desert. It's crazy to furnish this house. It's insane. But right here, this is going to be our kitchen slash living room area. It's going to be an open concept if you can kind of use your imagination here. This little corner I think is either going to be like right here, the kitchen with some countertops, and then we'll make a nice little seating area right here, maybe a little reading space right here. Again, lots of creativity, but lots of room to work with. I know the ceiling is a little weird, but I kind of like it. I kind of like the open concept vibe to it. You have no idea how hard this was to build though. Building freehand in this game is so difficult, especially when I didn't know about certain tips and tricks. Right here, this is getting into my room. This is my bed with my friend's bed. And then we have a nice little lighting source right here with a little closet, you know, nothing too crazy. We have a bookshelf and we have another little bookshelf right here, which is all right. I still have to furnish it a little bit more. I want to add maybe a couch or some rugs here, something to bring the room to life a little bit because it is a little dark at the moment. If we go over here past this little walkway, we have our bathroom, we have a toilet, we have our tub, and we have another shelf. I do need to add a sink, some storage here, which I will get to eventually. I do want to add, again, a little bit more color to this room because it is a little brown right now, and everything kind of just blends into one another. But overall, I think the house is looking pretty cool for how it is at the moment. We do have a lot of stuff to work on in this house still, but if you want to see me work on a lot of cool stuff, make sure to watch me on my YouTube streams. And then right over here, this is our barn that we made. Again, it's not really useful right now because you can't truly breed animals, and it's really hard to lure them, but we made it just so it's ready. We do have 2 trees that just decided to grow inside of it, so I mean, that's a cool little natural aspect of it. Overall, we're just using it as like a storage room right now. Right here, our village center is also only level 8. We are trying to upgrade it. I do have all the materials, but I have been slacking essentially. That's all right. I'm not in a rush to get it done because again, we're gonna have this village level 10. This is gonna be our farm village. Then we're gonna start a different village somewhere else, and then we'll get that to level 10 and just keep it going. We also do have a farm off property. I'll show you. But this is where we build all of our shakes, all of our different things. Right here is a little storage shed. Not too bad. We have a grain mill. We have some extra storage. It isn't fully done yet, obviously, but it's close enough. So again, we have a lot of crops like snowberries. We have some spicy peppers. We have some wheat. We have some pumpkins growing. We have a lot of cool stuff here. Again, we do have a lot of storage. These chests aren't really that hard to make. We also do have a lot of grain mills because again, there's a lot of stuff we need to make, and honestly, I'm happy with it. But this is our little makeshift farm area for the moment. Again, I do want to expand on this a little bit more because if you don't know, some of the shakes are absolutely broken in this game, and you essentially want to have inventories full of these shakes at all times. You always want to have a stack of like a snowberry shake. So overall, the village is looking pretty good right now. Again, we are building pathways. We're going to make it look really, really nice, but for now, it's not too shabby. And again, thank you for watching. Hopefully, I'll see you in the next one, and I'll catch you like this.